there is some network issues from my
Okay.
end.
All right. Could you give us an introduction? I was just asking regarding your background, your journey. Would you like to begin?
So yeah, so my name is Mohammed Abuzar. So I have done my bachelor from Dr. Ambedkar Institute of Technology. See, I am a 2024 pass out, and after that I got interested in this data field. So I came to know about DataMites Institute. So from there I started to pursue my data engineering course on September 2024.
Okay,
Yeah,
wonderful. Right. So right soon after your passing out. Okay. And what was your degree on?
so my majors from mechanical engineering. So I was from non-technical background.
Okay. Any particular thing that appealed to you about data science, data analytics?
I was I had exposure to data field. So I was getting to know about. So I wanted to get to know about this data field. So I had interest in data. So, yeah, my friend also told that it is a minimal, it has minimal coding needs. So that's why I had an interest to pursue data in data field.
Okay. And you did the data science program, I was that?
No, sir. So I did a certified data engineering.
Analyst.
I,
Okay, right. Nice.
I
Okay.
think there is camera issues like that. So there
Okay.
is some network issue, I think.
No worries. Okay. So
Okay.
yeah, could you just brief us about the data analytics program and what was
No,
your journey with DataMites like?
so I was from data engineering program. So from September 9, I started my data engineering program. At the initial, I learned Python and then SQL and then software tools related to data field, data engineering field. And after that, I did my projects and completed mock interviews. From there, I got this placement opportunity for BDB and I got into.
Okay, wonderful. And who are your trainers? Do you recall?
So at initial stage, my trainer was Suraj sir and then Karim sir trained. After
Okay.
that, yeah.
All right. So after that, you went towards your internship, you had a couple of projects.
So yeah, I had two projects. Basically, one was healthcare data analysis, and another was small customer spending analysis using PySpark. These are my two projects.
Okay, wonderful. So there's always a lot of healthy demand for the data engineering space, and people are advised to understand an overall end-to-end notion of your pipelines and the architecture. So coming to this as a newcomer, what would you how is your experience with these concepts?
Initially, I faced some challenges with coding as I was from non-technical background. So I found it very hard to code. So I was facing challenges with Python codes, and then I got comfortable with SQL, and then there are some topics where I got stuck. So Suraj sir helped me out in that. Later, there were some issues with the tools also, which were used in data engineering. So initially, Suraj sir helped me out in all that.
Okay, wonderful. Right. So you had a pretty good guidance. That's great to hear. And yeah, we're yeah. So once you are on to that, I think we talk about how your the process, the structure of DataMites is taking you towards your mock interviews. Did you clear in the first round?
No, I took four mock interviews. I
Okay.
cleared in my fourth mock interview.
Okay. Well, how was that experience like? I think they give you a lot of feedback as you take it forward.
Yeah, they gave me a lot of feedback. So there were areas from where I needed to improve. So I continuously worked on that and I cleared my mock interview in four.
Very nice. And these questions that you encountered and what you underwent in your projects, was it useful in the interview rounds?
So the one project I did another two projects by myself only using YouTube. So
Okay.
that's the project I explained in my interview. So that was useful. And another thing was that SQL. The major questions for in interview was asked only on SQL. So healthcare data analysis was good to me.
Very nice. So you did all your analytics was based on the SQL platform itself.
Yeah, SQL. And another thing is I created a data pipeline. So there I explained that as a my project in interview.
Great, wonderful. And okay, so I think you were looking at this was an offline program. Did you attend in the physical location?
Yeah, it was an offline program for me. So yeah, I attended at Electronic City.
In Bangalore. Okay, right. Okay.
In
So yeah, what about the job position? Is it also in Bangalore?
So it is the company is situated in Bangalore only. Currently, I am an intern at this company.
Okay, great, great. All right. Okay. So wonderful to hear, Abuzar. I think we have some queries coming through. Okay, there's in terms of your association with the PAT team and all the back and forth that has gone. Could you talk about that experience?
So initially, I gave my mock interview at starting of January. So thereby, I scheduled like four interviews. In my fourth interview, I cleared my mock interview. At before mock interviews, so we need to clear this AFT round. For that, uh, AFT round for that, a team helped me out, and I cleared my AFT and then mock interview, and I got eligible for placements.
All right.
Later that, after 1.5 months, this opportunity got posted, but I got into it.
Very nice. All right. Okay. So, and did you went through did you ask them some questions during the interview, in the client interview? How many rounds did you have?
So I had only one round, that is face-to-face technical round.
Okay. All right. And this was, I think there's something with your preparation of the resume that we normally advise, and you would have received a lot of tips from the PAT team that you don't, you tailor it to every JD, right? Every time it changes. So can you elaborate on that? What was your experience with the resume?
So yeah, I tailored my resume according to JD. So the JD was mainly focusing on storage, that is AWS S3 and blob storage. So I tailored my resume according to that.
Okay. All right. And they expected some experience in AWS as well.
Yeah, in JD they mentioned there should be some exposure to AWS S3 and blob storage.
Okay, great. And would you normally, besides all the material that you had and the training that you had, the guidance, were there any parallel sources that you were referring to, any channels, something that you recommend in terms of reading or watching?
So I was referring to YouTube only. So there was nothing like a particular channel. If come up with some doubts, no, I would refer a YouTube channel. And there were some Python topics specific to interviews. So from YouTube only, I referred and got the answers.
Okay, all right. So, yeah, there's a question from Kani. Observer, how do we mention the projects in your resume?
So the project I mentioned was a data pipeline using Airflow. So initially, I introduced my project and what was the difficulties I faced in my project, and then what was the purpose of building that project, and then did I got successful in that deriving the purpose from that project, and then conclusion. So in my resume, I mentioned four description, 4 lines of description. Like basically what the project is about, then then uh, the purpose it is deriving, and then conclusion. That's the thing I mentioned in my resume.
Okay, very nice. All right. And I think, yeah, you do have multiple ways of, kind of elaborating what you have. Once you put it out there, I think, were there some questions mostly about this project which you had done separately, right?
Yeah, yes, there were questions. So
Okay.
they asked me about the code, and then the purpose I was deriving from that project, then conclusion. That's it.
All right. Great. Okay. You make everything sound very, it was like a breeze for you. So that's good to hear. And
Yeah,
how many, okay, Kani, it's a follow-up question. How many projects can we mention? Is there an ideal length that you are trying to build?
I don't know about ideal length, but I mentioned only 2 projects. One was from DataMites, and one which I did. So I explained the project, one which I did. That's
Right. Great. Okay. So whatever that you can document, Kani, I think it would be nice to have enough work that you have put in on that, because then you'll have to. That's something that they would expect at any interview, that you can justify the efforts that you have put in, and yeah. All right. Great to hear, Abuzar. So, data engineering is something that you are in terms of tools, in terms of where you see yourself. Any plans for 5 years down the line?
So 5 years down the line, I would see myself as a data engineer only, as a team lead leading the projects. That's the
You want
thing.
to, yes. So, kind of have, okay, be able to guide others as well. Okay, wonderful. And I think in terms of your experience, we have quite a bit that has we've kicked off on a great direction. So, wish you all the best for that. And
Yes.
thank you so much for joining us, Abuzar.
Thank you.
Bye bye.